Seth here and
Matt Humphrey.
We're with your tool committee. If you didn't know, MacMIller has a tool committee for service, and our task, our goal, our mission is to get you guys the tools that you need to do your job. The tool committee takes in recommendations from you, we vet them out, and if they're worth it, we put them on the list. We want to make sure that we stay current with what's new and what's exciting. So with that, we're going to show you some tools that are newly added to the tool list. There's some that are available as a zone only, so singles, one tool per zone, but most of this stuff is all available on the list. So Matt's going to start us off with the new pressure washer.
So we tested this pressure washer. It's a cap pressure washer. One of the reasons we switched is because of weight, and the old one had oil. So you had to do oil changes. You had to be very conscious if there was ever any water in your oil. It would then crack when it freezes in your van, which you should still drain this during freezing times or bring it inside. It's 1800 psi. Everything is held in the pressure washer, and it's about a third of the weight of the original one. And
yeah, it's a great addition. Yeah, one other thing too is it tends to not trip breakers as often. It's a little bit less powerful because of the PSI, so hopefully it'll be less nuisance for you. Next up, we have a Pookie Buster. Pookie Buster. You've been in that situation where somebody's ran the Pookie over a duct seam with the screws and you can't get the screws out. These are designed to chew through that Pookie, open it up so you can get your bit down in there. These fit in any 1/4-inch chuck, whether it's your rattle gun or your driver. So hopefully they work good for you.
next item added to the tool list is channel lock snap ring pliers. So we're using the correct tool each time, not using controlled screwdrivers or whatever, needle nose, whatever you could find. It comes with the extra tips, all the different sizes, so you'll have the tip that is for the snap ring you're on, not just whichever one. It does both inside and outside, and it's available in the shop order form.
Yeah, it's been a nice addition. Nothing more frustrating than not having the right tool for the job. Here we got a new flashlight. This is the newest offering from Milwaukee. This does 10 lumens, 100 lumens, and 500 lumens. It has a magnetic base on it, so you can stick it to something while you're working, and this is rechargeable. And so far in the testing, it lasts a long time. I don't know exactly what the rating is on it for the length, but I'll tell you what, it lasts a long time. And it's also got a little indicator on it to tell you when the battery's starting to get low. So it's a really nice flashlight. I'd recommend you order one and start using it.
Next up, we have a signal generator. One was ordered for each zone. It should be in your gang box, so you can check it out and have your driver drop it off to you. It does millivolts, volts DC. You can set it up, plugs in like you can see. It runs off battery, or you can plug it into the wall as well. And if you ever want to get that boiler running and get it up into high fire, now you can fake it out and get the signal going so that you can actually run it.
Yeah, pretty nice little tool. Be able to simulate those signals and test actuators and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, I'm glad we finally got that on the list. It took a little while. Here we got Fluke. We've all used the 80PK in the past for doing pipe clamps. This is the big brother to the standard 80PK. This guy does 1 1/4 to 2.5-inch pipe. So it gives you a little more versatility. Has the same Type K thermocouple plug, which you'll need the adapter for in your standard Fluke meter. But yeah, 80PK, just a little bit bigger.
Next, there'll be pH test strips are now on the order form, so you don't have to worry about getting them from your local supply house. You can use them for testing your lube, testing your condensate coming out of that condensing boiler. Tells you when you need to change out your neutralizer rock.
Yeah, I would recommend anybody that has condensing boilers to have at least a pack of those in their tool bag and check the output of that neutralizer every maintenance. If you need guidance on that, let us know. There's also a lot of condensate neutralizer guides in the Service University folder under gas-fired equipment.
You can also double check your loop too to make sure, depending on what type of boiler you have, it's going to require a different pH for the loop for the exchanger.
Oh, if it's aluminum versus cast. Yeah, that's a good point. We got a new thermometer here. The old one was a fixed. This is a foldable. So it gives you a few little options, takes up a little less space, a little less vulnerable. This is a UEI, has a magnet on it as well, so you can drill a hole in a duct, stick it up there, and it stays in place. Kind of a nice little addition. Does have a replaceable battery. I'm going to let Matt talk about that one.
Next, for each zone, we have a FLIR infrared camera that hooks up to your iPhone. It'll record. You can use it for finding pipes in the wall. You can use it for if you want to prove that you're short cycling air outside due to something above your condensing unit or above your rooftop equipment. You can now actually take it. You can take a picture of it. You can put it to your Mac lens and show that we're recirculating the air, and that's why we have such high head. There's one in each zone. Have your driver drop it off to you.
Yeah, can you show?
Yes, I can show it. Here, do you want me to?
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Here, I can try to get set there.
Am I running warm today?
God, you're running a low battery.
Low battery, yeah. And these just attach to the iPhone. So pretty cool stuff. And I think last, unless you got something over here, we have the grease gun. This keeps grease from dripping out of your grease gun. So it's got a tip plug, keeps the grease from coming out, and it's got a base plug, keeps the grease from coming out the bottom. They may be available in different colors. We're not really sure what's being stocked at the tool room other than green right now, but I would recommend that you write in your favorite color and slap it on your grease gun. Stop some of those unwanted leaks and stains in the customer's property. All right, well, that does it for Q4 of 2021, our first but our not last video report out. So we're looking forward to maybe doing a few more of these in 2022. And if you are interested in being on part of the tool committee, talk to your foreman. We do have a regular rotation of members, and you get to take part in testing of tools and making recommendations for MacMIller. So pretty neat option. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
And scene.